Hey friends, welcome to the channel guys. In this video, we're going to be discussing 3 things which as a PhD you should keep in mind if you want to increase your salary in industry. As a PhD, when you join industry, you have no idea, what salary to get, how much you can ask for. At most, you are aware about the rates at which PhDs are getting paid in terms of the stipend in different countries. I mean, that is the maximum limited knowledge you have. And there's a lot of variability, how PhDs are taken into industry. So, the first thing you should keep in mind is to do your due diligence. Check on websites like Glassdoor and try to have as many informational interviews with the people in the same area where you want to get job into. This is very, very important to get an idea. And some people will be reluctant, but some will be very open to advise you, the right package you should ask for. And it is very different for different countries. For example, in India or in UK, it is going to be very different. Likewise, in US, it's going to be very different, right? So try to get the right, but one very important again thing to keep in mind is this is more of a case if you join not the top companies in your area, if you join the mid-size to small companies, because there the HRs are actually playing this the bad game to get you at a lower salary. But the good companies, they have a very good HR system, so they already have the bands in place and you will be brought in the right salary which which as a PhD you should be getting as a fresher PhD. They already have these bands in mind. But once you get into the job, that's where the game of the growth begins, and that's where I think the real advantage you can take of having a PhD if once you join the job. And these are some of the things which have really helped me personally in my career, so I would like to share the same. The first thing which you have to keep in mind when you start working in the industry job as a PhD is that you will be getting paid according to the value you are providing to the marketplace, not according to the hours you're putting in or your position. So your payment will be directly proportional to the value you're providing to the organization. If you're having a bigger role, if you're contributing in a big way, you'll be paid more. If you will be contributing in a very limited role which is assigned to you, you will be paid very less, and you will be then given your appreciation according to the people who are working along with you. But as a PhD, since you have already done a lot of hard work in completing your PhD and you have developed those analytical skills, you can actually leverage it in your industry career by asking for bigger roles. And your immediate line manager may not be he may not be a PhD. In some cases it is the case. I've seen it already. It happened with me when I joined my I joined industry. But then try to look for managers as a PhD who are PhDs. Now this is also very important, which I have felt personally. People may have different experiences, but I have seen it. Like if people are PhDs, they they see the value in you, and then ask for bigger roles. Then show those people that you can add more value. And what do I mean by asking for bigger roles? For example, if you are a scientist contributing to few projects, you ask for bigger roles in terms of managing the project end to end, asking for an expanded responsibility. Try to get involved in extracurriculars a lot, so that your popularity or your visibility increases among the peers, right? So you always look for areas where you can add more value to the organization, and the salary will automatically catch up. People will be compelled to consider you, to pay you more, and that is a win-win, because once you look for bigger roles, you get more exposure, you see things differently, and there will be very few people similar to you. So people will be a PhD is doing scientific work, but if there's a PhD who's doing also some management work or looking for expanded roles where he can contribute in management or operational excellence, or some client facing role, it will be adding more value and it will be fetching you a more salary automatically. Your negotiation will be way more smoother than if you're just limited to the role you're assigned to. Now the second thing which you have to keep in mind in your industry career is to increase your visibility. Now what does visibility mean? Visibility is a kind of a industry term. What it means is your popularity among your seniors, among the management, among the cross-functional teams, right? So you have to look for opportunities where you have more visibility, and if you don't have, you have to ask your manager or even your skip level manager to give you roles where you can get more visibility. It's not just about asking, they have to see the value in you also, meaning you have to do a really good work in your current role, and then when you're excelling, you can ask at the same time to your seniors for expanded roles where you can get more visibility, right? So visibility is a must, because many times when the decisions are taken in industry to give you a promotion or to increase your salary, it's not an individual decision, it's a decision from the seniors from different departments, from cross-functional teams, etc., right? So you have to ensure that you are looking for roles where the visibility is higher. So this is the second thing which I have experienced. And the third thing is you have to be very presentable. So you have decided to choose this industry career instead of any entrepreneurial career or any teaching job where you can just sit in your room and wear whatever you want. So in industry, you have to be very presentable, and for that, there's a brilliant book called The Magic of Thinking Big. In that book, there's a whole chapter on how dressing well, people who dress well and are very presentable automatically get more opportunities. So read that book, guys. This is very important. And the third important thing which you have to keep in mind is to always be presentable. No matter what day is, except the Fridays where you are allowed to be in casuals, you have to be very presentable if you want to advance your industry career. So these are some of the few things which have helped me personally in my career, and I think if you keep this in mind, you will be it will be helping you as well to increase your salary and to grow your income in your industry job. Guys, thanks again for watching the video. If you're liking these videos, what I'm creating here to help PhDs in their industry career, drop a like and do subscribe to the channel if you're new here. It will motivate me more to create more videos of this kind for you guys. Thanks again for watching the video. I'll see you again. Till then, take care. Bye bye, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.